Okay, you guys, it's another Halloween look. I'm so excited. We're going to do the Red Queen, the Queen of Hearts. We're going to be doing a look inspired by her, Lucy style, but, glam. We're going to see what we do. We're going to have our own version, but this is our inspiration. So here we go. I'm starting off with a red lip pencil, and we're just trying to create that heart and just see where we're going with it. I do like to trace things out. There's no problem with going right or wrong, feeling it out. I always like to trace things out. It's going to give you a better example. Then I realized that with the wig, I went up way too high. So then we're doing it again. And there is no wrong or right. You guys got to get out of your own heads. I'm using a wipey now just to remove it a whole lot faster. I'm going to take off the middle as well. Like I said, just use your own creativity. I got it perfect. Then we started tracing out like the checker box, that I'm trying to do this really different kind of look for her. But we're just doing it with a black liquid pencil. Do not get out of your own heads. The squares don't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be symmetrical. It just has to be art, you guys. Don't not do these looks because you're going to get into your own heads. This pencil kept breaking on me and going directly in the middle. What the heck? But it was what it was. We just kept on pushing and kept on going through. And like I said, the squares are not going to match exactly. They're not going to be symmetrical, but it's going to come out beautiful. Trust in the proceso. I think we got them good. I'm going to like to trace out the neck as well. The pencil kept breaking and going into my boobies. What the heck was happening? I don't know. But anyways, we're just going to continue to draw it out. Like I said, I always like to map things out. Even if they don't end up where you map it out, you're kind of giving yourself like a good little tracer, a good little way around it. I'm doing the heart for the little card in the middle. I'm doing the cues just to see where I want everything. Like I said, it might not end up exactly where I'm drawing them in, but at least I'm giving myself the option to know where I want to go with this and how far. I'm starting to draw in the squares, and I'm using that black color effects cream. It made it so easy to just draw it in, and I'm using a medium-sized brush that literally I bought at Dollar Tree. Nothing fancy. Like I said, some of the squares are bigger, some of them are smaller. I wanted to get through this, so I wasn't going to be doing very, very small squares. This look took me about 3 hours that you guys are going to see in like 13 minutes. So we had to get this done as soon as possible and as good as possible. Skipping squares so we can go in with the white. Like I said, they are not perfect and they're not going to be perfect. There is beauty in imperfection. I started going in with the white acrylic Asian paint, but it was just not like painting properly. But then I noticed I hadn't mixed it together, so when I went in the bottle and kind of mixed it in, and then it came out a beautiful white paint. So do not give up on yourself. Just mess with them. Sometimes you got to shake things through. And I just kept playing with it, and look how nice it's coming out, and look how white the white is whitening. Okay, it's not as dull as it was before. I made a little mistake. You just grab a little Q-tip and just keep on rolling, you guys. Do not waste your time on being concerned, especially if you're not going nowhere like me. You're just doing this for you guys' amusement and for you guys to learn different ways to get your Halloween makeup through. If you guys are trying any of these hacks, please tag me in the comment section. Please let me know if you guys are enjoying these looks, because I do love giving them to you, but they do take a lot of time. So you got to go for it and just get out of your own heads and not worry about perfection. And in the little cubes, all I kept doing was going in with a Q-tip in case I went too far out. And I did think it was way better to go in with the black first and then going in with the white, because it was just a lot easier just to clean up any little mistakes. But I think this look came out beautifully. If you guys are going to try this, please let me know. I really want to know your feedbacks, and I really want to know if these looks are helpful and if you guys like shorter videos or if you guys want longer videos. We're going to go in our brows, and I did use the Got to Be Glued this time just to make sure these brows are stiff and in place. And I wanted to see if I like this hack. I've been seeing it everywhere. Then we're going to go in with the Blush Heaven palette, and we're going to go in with the color Chocolate. I did smash them down just to keep them stiff and in place. Trying to make sure that these brows, you can see the texture in them. I'm going under and over the eyebrow. All right, we're going to be feathering up on these eyebrows. I know she has thinner brows in the video, but like I said, this is my interpretation of it. And I wanted her to have very feathered in brows because she lives in 2023. What you want me to tell you? We are going to make them a little bit slimmer. So we're going to grab a Q-tip. We need to add makeup remover because it was not budging, I tell you. And we're just cleaning it up, bottom and top, making it super simple and super easy, making sure we have any gaps. And I'm going to go in with the Lazycosmetics Photo Finish Foundation in the color Desert Sand over and under it, because I am going to do her face at my regular skin tone. I'm putting on a white concealer from e.l.f. in the color Fair Warm, just to make sure that we carry these eyelids very, very easy, because we're going to be doing a halo look. We're going to be using the Color Your Halo palette from Lazycosmetics. I'm going to use a teal blue all over the lid to give this signature blue eyeshadow. I am trying to make it kind of square because her eyeshadows are very, very square. But like I said, it's my interpretation. Now I'm using a darker blue, all matte, inside the inner colors, because we're going to make this a nice, beautiful halo. Now we're using the same concealer right in the middle, and then we're going to be using a white eyeshadow. Technically, it's a highlighter from the All Skins palette in like silver, just to make sure that this pops, and we're going over the eyelid just to make sure it looks extra. We're getting that same one under the brow bone, blending that in. Now we're using a very small, precise concealer brush to put on our foundation. We put on our primer already. Now we're just putting it all over the skin just to make sure the skin is even and doll-like, because we are a Barbie. Even though we are the heart princess, we are looking beautiful. Now we're going to add that Desert Sand concealer under the eyes just to make this look super, super snatch. I'm going to go in with a very light concealer, and I'm going to go in with that Fair Warm concealer from e.l.f. as well, just to brighten it a little bit more, because you know they all have this white undertone color on their skins. But like I said, I didn't really want to make a white face today. I wanted to make it a little bit different than the traditional, just to make it unique to me. Like I said, there is no wrong or right way to do these makeup looks. It is just whatever works from your imagination, and whatever works for you works for me. And literally, we're just patting it in. Now I'm making hearts on the cheeks because I thought it would be super cute. And I'm using our Julie blush because it is a beautiful hot pink. Now I'm setting it with our translucent powder over everywhere. I should have set this concealer before, but I didn't. So we're working through it. And just to make sure that this makeup didn't go anywhere, we're also going to set this with the translucent powder. But like I said, I should have set this before, because as you guys saw, I had to fix it with a Q-tip. Now I'm just brushing it off, dancing off any extra. Grabbing a Q-tip just to fix it. And then we're going to go in with a pink eyeshadow on top of this, obviously, to make sure we bring back the color and we matte it down. And I'm using the hot pink blush from the blush palette from Lazycosmetics. I'm using a little angle brush just to make sure that the little heart stayed intact, because you know sometimes when we finish painting we kind of lose the integrity of things. I'm going to go in with a blue gel pencil just to kind of make it vibrant under the eyes. We didn't add any contacts today because she had black eyes in the movie, so we're going to keep it authentic to that much. I'm just using a glitter. Now we're starting to paint the bottom. I'm using the white acrylic paint as well. Like I said, I'm going over pretty much the red. Like I said, the red was more like an inspo, just to kind of drive myself to know where I'm going and what I'm doing with it. But it's not the final draft. I always like to draft things out. Like I always say, it doesn't mean that's going to stay exactly the way you drafted or there. We're going to make it a little bit thicker, a little bit thinner. We're just playing. We're going to go back in later on with a Q-tip to kind of remove that heart, just to see where we're going with this basis. I'm starting on the side of the neck. I think I want to make the neck a little bit thicker. I think that white is far back, so we're probably going to move that in. Like I said, there is no perfect way, and there is nothing that I'm really looking at. It's all from my imagination. I'm just creating something with my brain, okay? We're just being artful, and there is no right or wrong way. No one's going to tell you you did this right or you did this wrong. I mean, they're entitled to, but it doesn't matter because it's in your head. So just get inspiration from anything that you see in your head, and just go for it. Get out of your own heads. Makeup, art, Halloween is part of the fun. Making mistakes is part of the fun, and it builds all the characters in your mind. And we have such a big imagination. We just need to bring it out on ourselves, and don't be so hard on ourselves. We're not going to work on the set, you guys. I went in with red, but then I didn't think that it was like potent enough or soon enough. So we're going to remove that, and we're going to go in with black. I would just grab makeup remover and just start removing this heart right here so we can get the real look of it, the gist of it. I'm going in where the little cues go, but I didn't remove it that much because I think it looks better on top of the white just to make it more potent, but I did leave the red by itself. See, I'm just doing the little cue for Queen. Obviously in the video it looks backwards, but in person it is regular. I'm going in over the pencil that we did earlier on the face just to make sure that we didn't lose it in between the times. And we're just using the paints from the Lazycosmetics paint pod. And I love this Halloween palette because it's just so easy just to create things with, just having a good amount of difference. We're going to go back in, clean it off with a little bit of makeup wipe. We're going to try on this wig, making sure that everything looks good, looks fancy, looks in place, bring the whole look together. You see how this is just going together? I'm just using the Color Effects black paint. Again, it is a gel cream paint, so it doesn't really dry quickly. So it's easy to work with, but at the same time, it always kind of stays wet. So keep that mindful. You might want to set it or just leave it as is. I left it as is because I was going to take this right off. But if I was going to a party or something, I most likely would have set this with an eyeshadow or a translucent powder just to make sure it wasn't wet. But look how easy and quick. We're going to do the lashes now. We're using Bunny. I should have picked up a new pair of lashes, but I didn't. I reused the old ones and it was like a little bit bented in the top. But it is what it is. We made it work, okay? Just pressing them. I double glue it. Then we did the lippy in the color Wine. We overlined our lips just so we really kind of see that heart indentation that she has as her signature lips. She left a lot of space on the sides, so we really wanted to bring that to light. I do have way thicker lips than she does, so obviously I wanted to go over. I couldn't go on the bottom, so I think this look came out so bomb. And then I just grabbed liquid latex and just glued these cards on. Bought them at the Dollar Tree, nothing fancy, and it really brought this look together. So really get out of your own heads and try out these looks, make them your own. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe if you guys like video like this. Comment on the bottom if you guys want to see these videos in less fast motion and slower motion. That'll give you guys a better idea. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please follow and subscribe. Make sure you guys comment on the bottom if you guys like videos like this. I am adding a little bit of blood just for more dramatic. So I'm using a blood splatter that I bought at Walmart and literally just making it run a little bit, just giving it a little bit of scariness to it. You could have left it just how it is, but you guys know we got to add a little bit of thump, make it a little bit more scary. I love this look. Did you guys like it without or with the blood? Let me know in the comment sections. Let me know. I want to hear your inputs. I want to see how you guys are feeling about these looks and if you guys are enjoying them. We have a few more to go for this Halloween season and I'm so excited. Make sure you guys are following and subscribing to Lazy Cosmetics. Enjoy yourselves and welcome to this Queen of Hearts look. And this is the final. I'm putting some on my chest just to give it more drama. I love the way this look came out.